I love Bish, but I'm going to have to give it to my countryman, Brian Shaw. Not a bodybuilder. Strongman. Probably MMA, because it's like the only other sport I really like. Gavin Bilton, easily. Me? No. No, I always stay on program because Adam does MMA and I'm pretty sure he can kick my ass. Kim's pretty scary too. Honestly, I have the same mental approach for all of my events. It obviously varies on the level of intensity depending on if it's a 1 rep max, if it's like a moving event or something like that, but they're all pretty much the same mentality. I am a chef. Bunch of cocaine and hookers. There's a couple. Fitting in the kitchen where I work isn't always the easiest. My car is not exactly as big as I would like it to be. Yeah, just society and shit in general wasn't built for me. Never lose sight of having fun with what you're doing. That would be my advice, because this is a very difficult sport. It's hard on your body and your mind, so if you're not having fun while you're doing it, there's no point. Always have fun. Most of the time I cook food. Plus, a side note, Giants Live is like the pinnacle, in my opinion. Like, it's such a good show to be a part of as an athlete, and just the crowd is amazing, the production's amazing. Giants Live is where it's fucking at. I don't care what anyone says. Well, I wasn't invited to Rogue or Wuss, and I love doing the Arnold shows, the Arnold Canada and South Africa to be specific, but those competitions haven't gone on for a while because of COVID, so Giants Live is the place to be. I know this is a very generic gym bro answer to this question, but I am terrified of being normal, like going to work 9 to 5 every day, 5 days a week for the rest of my life. That genuinely scares me, and it's something that I hope that I never have to do. Like, I feel like I was put on this earth for something great, something above average, out of the norm, and my biggest fear is never being able to accomplish that. I do get this a lot, but I like hearing it because it tells me that you guys are interested in the hat. Silverback is working on that right now, and it's going to drop very, very soon, along with a new t-shirt too, so stay tuned. Yeah, because of the way that I lift weights, the intensity and all of that, it's not for show. It is how I just train and compete. Early in my career, I gravitated towards Kaz, so yeah, it's always been him. One bucket list place for me is Hawaii. I really, really, really want to go to the island of Kauai. It's like my #1 spot in the whole world I want to go. If I had to pick one, probably deadlift, just because deadlift, it would be a lot more mainstream. Somebody breaks a log world record, the strongman world goes up in flames. Somebody breaks the deadlift world record, everybody knows. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, brother, I appreciate it. I feel like a healthy rotation. Yeah, I like both. Fingal finger, circus dumbbell, yoke, farmers, Viking press. The classic ham and cheese. I have a very basic palate, considering I'm a chef. I've been turned on to grilled cheese relatively recently, and now it's been something I've been craving for a while. I'm a steak guy. It's kind of a job requirement. I'm cool with cargo shorts as long as they're not like a solid color like brown or that ugly ass fucking tan or some shit like that. Like I like camo. I like camo, black and green. Either Titanic or another one with Leonardo DiCaprio is fucking Inception. I can't stand that movie, and I don't know why so many people like that movie. Underrated? That's a good question. Yeah, I am. Role models with Sean William Scott and Paul Rudd. That movie's fucking hysterical. It kills me every time I watch it. Me at first place, and then I don't give a fuck who gets second or third, honestly. I don't care. There's a reason why they call him the Immortal Mark Felix. Yes, it is. Oh, all day. I don't know, probably sausage. I like sausage, bacon, pepperoni, pizza. Oof, out of this world. Masturbate. 69. All I have to say is there's a reason why the best in the world all wear SBD. That's all I'm saying. Probably Big Z. Because I like to have support underneath the arch of my foot when I'm doing yoke, I like very heavily cushioned shoes, so I have Air Jordans. I wasn't really training for like powerlifting or anything like that because I just wasn't focused on it when I was really young. When I started strongman, I was at like a 600-pound deadlift, if that counts. Keep putting the work in consistently and be patient. The results aren't going to come overnight, but if you stay consistent and dedicated to it, you will see results. It's easy for me to stay focused because I haven't won World's Strongest Man yet, and that's like my life goal. It's why I do what I do. It's why I work so hard. So until I get one of those trophies, I'm going to keep pushing. No, my Kaz is absolutely fucking awful, and just because Pat's so good at it, it'll make my Kaz impression even fucking worse. My lemon garlic sauteed shrimp is very, very good, and I actually kind of have fun cooking that. To give my body a little bit of a break, obviously let the joints recover, the CNS recover, and all of that good stuff, and then just focus on World's Strongest Man and bring the best package that I can and hopefully pull off the win. Very, very little. On my days off, obviously I go to the gym. I like to chill out, just give my body a complete rest. Watch some movies and stuff like that, chill out at home. Well, I was born 13 pounds and 24 inches, so I've kind of always been bigger than other guys. I am the defending champion, so I would hope so. Oh yeah, once I win World's Strongest Man, all bets are off. I don't need to work anymore. Probably Mikhail Shivlikov, because he's always smiling, he's always laughing, he's always having a good time, and I'm pretty sure that he's killed like a dozen people. Yeah, I've been around Luke Richardson's mom before. I try to get in a little over 2 gallons every day. It depends on the events. It's a toss-up between Big Z and Brian, honestly. No, I'm not a fan, like, at all. I've strict pressed 385 for a double once. Honestly, bodybuilder, because they get paid a shit ton more. I just got done with my one and only bodybuilding show, and I realized that it really wasn't for me. So I wanted to try something else weightlifting related that was competitive. And strongman was the next thing I tried, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. I think it's going to be significantly harder for anybody to beat 5 wins now, just because everybody is so good. Instead of there being like 1 or 2 standout guys, like everybody's fucking good. It's going to be a lot harder. Hell yeah, I've got some plans for Christmas, and hopefully they all line up. It's going to be really nice. I'm really, really, really looking forward to Christmas. Thank you very much. I'm really glad that I could help. Come World's Strongest Man next year, I will be prepared for absolutely everything that is thrown at me. Everything. Car flip, and I say this every single time, I know why we don't do it, it's dangerous, people get hurt, yada yada yada, but I don't care, I want it to come back as fucking wrestling, because I would dog some motherfuckers. I do not have a sneakers collection, and honestly, I don't really understand people that do. Me. Nah, worse. I wear it whenever I'm doing any training competition that doesn't involve like holding something on my chest. It's just, I like it. It's part of my character. Get ready to win more and more and more. A large pre-comp nutritious breakfast? Probably not. But what I will call it is a champion's breakfast, because that's what I had before the Arnold. I won. Made me want Yorkshire pudding now. Fuck. I don't even know what K-pop is. I haven't seen his video, and obviously I don't speak Ukrainian, so I wouldn't really understand it anyway. That shit-talking crybaby will have my response soon enough.
That's not really a question, but let's just say it was a question. The answer is fuck off, because I always ask you guys for nudes, and I don't get anything ever. Well, I got it from one big guy once, but I didn't want it from him. It's because she was cooking. I sure didn't. Well, you see, the competition that I was training for was meant to be in October, and then because of COVID, it was postponed till December, and then because of COVID, it was postponed again till April. So I don't know. I don't have a waiting list. All of my coaching is online. It's like I'm not that important. You have to wait. Like everyone says, I've opened up 3 spots. It's online, man. Relax. I didn't know there was a remix. I quite like the original, but
Do you approve of this?
I look forward to hearing the remix. I think I'm weird, but I don't think I'm insane. I would say triple bodyweight squat, double bodyweight bench press, and triple bodyweight deadlift. Just for that weight class though, like when you get into super heavyweight, you can't do that. But 74 kilogram lifters definitely can. It's an interesting one, but I'm just thinking about what the person looks like with small arms compared to what the person looks like with small calves. And I reckon small calves are more forgivable. Small arms, I'd have to say dumbbell press, overhead and flat like bench press, both of them, and incline. But dumbbell press with neutral grip with full range of motion, that's definitely best accessory for a bench press. How's this for the fucking questions I get? I'm an educator and I'm a professional. And you're asking me how to grow your doodle. I don't think you can. The training program remains the same, but the load selection must be reduced or the expectations must be lowered because you definitely won't be as strong if you are in a calorie deficit, which is what you need during a cut. The same as 74 kilo class. Like, that's pretty small. No offense, but it's pretty small. Under 100, you should be able to do triple bodyweight squat, triple bodyweight deadlift, double bodyweight bench press. Even 100 kilos you should be able to, and 110. Teenage chick? Yes. Depends on how you moaned. Was it like, oh? Because if you did that, then that's not normal. You should stop doing that. Well, not really, but I try and make up for it by having a good personality. Well, I followed almost every style of periodization that you can think of, which isn't actually a huge amount of styles. Most people consider conjugate method is the West Side method, which kind of not, but I followed that as well. Yes, definitely. I would love to come back to Ireland and many more countries in Europe. I'll definitely be coming to Europe as soon as international travel resumes from Australia. There's definitely a few things. Firstly, I like to rotate the styles of squats that I do. It's generally low bar squats that create the soreness in the elbows. So one phase of low bar and then change to a safety bar or high bar or something that doesn't hurt the elbows. I also plan my upper body training around my low bar squats so that I'm not doing my heavy bench press session the day after my low bar squats because that doesn't work so well. So usually I'll do a light session or I'll take a day off after I squat. But there are a lot of ways of managing elbows. But the best thing that I did to alleviate the pain in my elbows from low bar squats was to pull my elbows back as hard as possible with my scapular position down, of course, but it creates the best shelf possible. So the barbell's resting on the shelf created by the rear delts and not the arm. It's not a public space if that's what you're asking. But some people train there, like myself, my family, my staff, and some of my friends and athletes, of course.